Hi everyone and welcome to Germany for Student channel. Today is the 8th lesson of A2 level of German language course, and today we are going to talk about the modal verb sollen. So let's start. Since it's a verb and we know that every German verb is conjugated according to the subject of sentence, so modal verb sollen will be conjugated according to the subject, and we will see in the beginning that what will be the conjugation of modal verb sollen with respect to different subjects. If the subject of sentence is ich, modal verb sollen will become soll. If the subject of sentence is du, which means second person informal, then the sollen will become sollst. If the subject of sentence is sie, which means second person formal, sollen will remain sollen. For third person singular, sie, as, modal verb sollen will become soll. So you can see that if the subject of sentence is ich or sie, as, both have the same conjugation. If the subject of sentence is wir, which means we, sollen will remain sollen. If the subject of sentence is ihr, which means second person plural informal, you people, sollen becomes sollt. For second person plural in a formal way, sie, you people again, sollen will remain sollen. Third person plural sie, which means they, sollen will remain sollen. Now let's see the sentence structure. If we want to use modal verb in our sentence, then what will be the position of modal verb and what will be the position of remaining parts of the sentence? So if we want to use modal verb, then we have to use modal verb at the second position in the sentence. First position will be dedicated for subject. It's not mandatory, but this is how we have learned and we will follow the same pattern. Object will come at the third position. Main verb will always come in the infinitive form at the last position in the sentence. So what we can conclude from this formula is that modal verb will be conjugated according to the subject of sentence and will come at the second position, and the main verb will remain in the infinitive form and the main verb will remain at the last position in the sentence. Now let's look at the meanings of sollen verb. Sollen verb is used in the meaning of recommendation or request. So if you want to recommend someone or if you request from someone, we can use sollen verb. Now let's have a look at the examples to understand the meaning and sentence structure. Der Arzt hat gesagt, ich soll viel schlafen. The doctor has said, I should sleep a lot. Now you can see that the doctor is recommending me to sleep a lot. Therefore, I have used sollen verb. And if I look at the second part of the sentence, ich soll viel schlafen, I can see that I have used ich at the first position. Then at the second position, I have used sollen verb and I have conjugated it according to the subject ich. And sollen has become soll. Then comes feel, and I have used the main verb schlafen in the infinitive form at the last position of the sentence. Next example is, der Arzt hat gesagt, ihr sollt viel Tee trinken. Doctor has said, you people should drink a lot of tea. Now, again, in this example, ihr is the subject of the sentence, which is at the first position, which means you people in an informal way. Then comes sollt. It is the conjugation of sollen with respect to ihr subject. Then comes viel, te, and trinken is the main verb which comes at the last position in the infinitive form. Next example, der Arzt hat gesagt, ich soll die Tabletten vor dem Essen nehmen. The doctor has said I should take the tablets before meal. Again, if we look at this sentence, ich is the subject of sentence and sollen is conjugated to soll for the subject ich. Then comes the object, which is die Tabletten. Next part of the sentence is vor dem Essen. Now, for is a two-way preposition, which means sometimes it behaves like accusative and sometimes it behaves like dative. In this part, it is behaving like dative. Therefore, Essen, which is a neuter noun, we will use the definite article for a neuter noun from dative case, which is dem. And why we have taken the definite article from the dative case is because this for preposition is acting like dative. Now, why is it acting like dative? Is because there is no movement in the sentence. And if there is no movement in the sentence, then the two-way preposition will act like dative. And we have used nehmen verb, which means to take, in the infinitive form at the last position in the sentence. Next example is mein Freund sagt, du sollst jeden Tag lernen. My friend said, you should learn every day. Again, du is the subject of sentence, and for du, the conjugation of sollen is sollst. Then comes jeden Tag, and lernen is the main verb of the sentence, which comes at the last position in the sentence in infinitive form. Next example, mein Freund sagt, wir sollen zusammen mit Freunden lernen. My friend said, we should learn together with friends. Wir sollen, wir is the subject of sentence, and for wir, sollen remains sollen, zusammen mit Freunden, and then in the last position, we are using the verb lernen, and we are using it in the infinitive form at the last position in the sentence. Soll seine Hausaufgaben machen. He should do his homework. Again, is the subject. Sollen will become soll if the subject is Seine Hausaufgaben. Hausaufgaben means homework, and we are using machen verb in the infinitive form at the last position of the sentence, which means to do. Last example is ihr sollt nicht immer zu spät kommen. You people should not always come too late. Ihr is the subject of sentence, which means you people, second person plural informal, and for informal second person plural, the conjugation of sollen verb is sollt. Nicht immer zu spät, and then comes the common verb, which is used in the infinitive form at the last position of the sentence. Now let's see if we want to make yes or no type of questions and we want to use modal verb sollen in our questions, then what will be the sentence structure? In this case, modal verb will come at the first position and it will be conjugated according to the subject of sentence. But in this type of questions, the subject of sentence will be at the second position. So although subject is at the second position, we have to conjugate modal verb at the first position according to the subject at the second position. Then comes the object. Whenever I say object, it can be object or it can be any preposition, or it can be the case that there is no object in the sentence. Then the main verb will always come at the last position in infinitive form. So let's look at the examples. Soll der Mann seine Frau 16 Uhr abholen? Should the man pick up his wife at 4 o'clock? Now in this sentence, der Mann is the subject of sentence, which is at the second position, and we have conjugated sollen verb according to der Mann and it has become soll. And because it's a yes or no type of question, therefore we have to put sollen verb at the first position and we have to conjugate it according to the subject, which we have done. Then comes the object. Object is seine Frau. Frau is a feminine noun and we have used a possessive pronoun his, or in German it's seine for a feminine noun Frau. 16 Uhr, and then comes abholen, which is the main verb of the sentence in infinitive form. Next example is soll ich sofort anrufen? Should I call immediately? Again, soll is at the first position, which is conjugated according to the subject ich, which is at the second position. Then comes sofort, which means immediately, and anrufen is the main verb, which comes at the last position of the sentence. Next example is soll heute die erste Impfung erhalten? Should he get first vaccine today? Is the subject of sentence, which is at the second position, and we have conjugated sollen verb according to so it becomes soll. Heute die erste Impfung, and then comes erhalten, which means to get. Next example is sollen wir das Zimmer aufräumen? Sollen wir das Zimmer aufräumen? Should we clean up the room? Now again, in this sentence, subject of sentence is at second position. Subject of sentence is wir, and for wir, sollen verb remains sollen. Das Zimmer is the object of the sentence, and aufräumen is the verb which is in infinitive form at the last position in the sentence. Now let's look at the questions which are starting with the W question word, and we see that if we want to use sollen verb in such type of questions, what would be the sentence structure? In this case, W question word will come at the first position, modal verb will come at the second position, and subject will come at the third position. We have to conjugate modal verb at second position according to the subject, which will be at the third position. Then comes the object, and the main verb of the sentence will come at the last position of the sentence, and main verb will always remain in the infinitive form. Now let's look at the examples. Wann soll ich das Medikament essen? When should I take the medicine? Now if we look at the sentence structure, one is the W question word which comes at the first position. Soll is the modal verb which comes at the second position, and it is conjugated according to the subject ich, which is at the third position. So sollen becomes soll. Then comes das Medikament. Das Medikament is the object of sentence, and it comes at the fourth position. And at the last position, we are using the infinitive form of the verb essen, which means to eat. Next example, wie lange soll im Bett bleiben? How long should he stay in the bed? Again, in this example, wie lange is the W question word. Then comes soll, which is the conjugation of sollen verb for the subject If we look at the position of all these words, wie lange is at the first position. At second position, we are using modal verb and we are conjugating it according to the subject at the third position. So sollen becomes soll for the subject then comes im Bett. And at the last position, we are using bleiben as a main verb in infinitive form at the last position. Next example, warum soll ich Deutsch lernen? Why should I learn German? Again, W question word is coming at the first position. At second position, we are using modal verb sollen, and we are conjugating it according to the subject ish. So it becomes soll, then comes Deutsch, and then the last position is for the main verb in the infinitive form, which is lernen. So this is how we have to use modal verb sollen in different type of sentences. We have seen the conjugation of sollen verb, we have seen the meaning, and we have seen the sentence structure of if we use sollen as a modal verb in different type of sentences. I hope this topic is clear to you now. If you still have any questions, you can put it in the comment, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Bye.